Lord, my heart aches with a restlessness that I can't seem to quiet. It's a constant hum beneath the surface of my days, a subtle tension that clings to my thoughts and shadows my joy. Like a ship caught in a storm, I feel tossed and turned by the relentless waves of worry and uncertainty. The world around me is a cacophony of demands and expectations, each one vying for my attention, each one pulling me further away from the still, small voice within. I yearn for the serenity that seems to elude me, the inner peace that whispers of your abiding presence. I come before you now, seeking refuge from the tempest, longing for the calm assurance that only you can provide. Father, I confess that I often chase after fleeting pleasures and empty promises, hoping to find solace in things that ultimately leave me feeling more empty than before. I search for validation in the eyes of others, striving to meet their expectations, forgetting that my worth is already established in your unconditional love. I allow the anxieties of tomorrow to steal the joy of today, dwelling on what might go wrong instead of trusting in your perfect plan. Forgive me for my lack of faith, for my tendency to rely on my own strength instead of surrendering to your divine guidance. I acknowledge that true peace can only be found in you, the source of all comfort and hope. I've heard it said, and I've even repeated it myself, that peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of God. Yet, even with this knowledge, I struggle to maintain my focus on you amidst the chaos of daily life. The distractions are relentless, the temptations are alluring, and the doubts are persistent. It's as if there's a constant battle raging within my soul, a tug-of-war between faith and fear, between hope and despair. I feel weary, Lord, worn down by the constant struggle. I need your strength to persevere, your wisdom to navigate the challenges ahead, and your peace to calm the storms within. I remember the story of Saint Francis of Assisi, a man who renounced worldly possessions and embraced a life of simplicity and devotion. He found joy in serving others, in caring for the poor and the marginalized, in communing with nature and praising your name. He discovered a profound peace that transcended his circumstances, a peace that radiated from his very being. I long for that same peace, that same unwavering trust in your providence. I pray that you would guide me on a similar path, helping me to detach from the things that weigh me down and to focus on the things that truly matter. The desire for inner peace is not merely a selfish longing, Lord. It's a recognition that I cannot effectively serve you or love others when my heart is filled with turmoil. It's an acknowledgement that I need your grace to overcome my weaknesses and to live a life that is pleasing in your sight. It's a yearning to be a vessel of your peace in a world that is desperately searching for it. Help me to be a beacon of hope, a source of comfort, a reflection of your love to all those I encounter. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Fill me with your Holy Spirit, that I may walk in your ways and experience the fullness of your peace. Saint Francis, exemplar of humility, your life serves as a compelling testament to the transformative power of surrendering to God's will. Reflect on the stark contrast between the opulent life you initially embraced and the radical simplicity you later championed. This wasn't merely a change in lifestyle, it was a profound spiritual metamorphosis, a deliberate shedding of worldly attachments to embrace a deeper connection with the divine. Your unwavering devotion to Christ, your compassion for the marginalized, and your profound respect for all creation stand as an enduring inspiration to us all. Building upon this legacy, consider the practical implications of Franciscan spirituality in our modern, frenetic world. How can we, immersed in the daily grind of responsibilities and distractions, cultivate the same inner peace that you so readily embodied? The answer, I believe, lies not in replicating your exact circumstances, but in emulating your underlying principles. It's about consciously choosing to prioritize spiritual values over material possessions, about finding joy in serving others rather than seeking personal gain, and about cultivating a deep sense of gratitude for the simple blessings that surround us. This doesn't necessarily mean abandoning our careers or divesting ourselves of all our belongings. Rather, it entails a shift in perspective, a conscious effort to detach from the relentless pursuit of more and to embrace the contentment of enough. In contrast to the prevailing culture of consumerism, which constantly bombards us with messages of inadequacy and desire, Franciscan spirituality offers a refreshing alternative. It reminds us that true happiness is not found in accumulating wealth or status, but in cultivating inner virtues such as compassion, humility, and gratitude. It encourages us to simplify our lives, to declutter our minds, and to focus on the things that truly matter: our relationships with God, with ourselves, and with others. Consider, for example, the impact of consciously reducing our consumption of material goods. This not only frees up our financial resources, but also reduces the environmental impact of our lifestyles. It allows us to focus on experiences rather than possessions, on building meaningful connections rather than accumulating fleeting pleasures. Furthermore, Franciscan spirituality emphasizes the importance of serving others, particularly the poor and the marginalized. This is not merely an act of charity. It's an expression of our shared humanity, a recognition that we are all interconnected and interdependent. When we reach out to those in need, we not only alleviate their suffering but also enrich our own lives. We gain a deeper understanding of the challenges they face, and we develop a greater appreciation for the blessings we often take for granted. Think about the transformative power of volunteering our time at a local soup kitchen or homeless shelter. It's an opportunity to connect with people from different backgrounds, to share our gifts, and to make a tangible difference in their lives. Conversely, the pursuit of inner peace through Franciscan principles demands self-reflection and a willingness to confront our own shortcomings. It requires us to examine our motives, to identify our attachments, and to challenge our assumptions. This can be a painful process, but it's essential for our spiritual growth. We must be willing to acknowledge our imperfections, to forgive ourselves for our mistakes, and to strive to become better versions of ourselves. It's about embracing vulnerability, about recognizing that we are all works in progress, constantly learning and evolving. See, Francis' own life was hardly without its struggles. His journey was one of continual refinement and deepening faith. It is the striving, the deliberate and consistent effort that ultimately defines the Franciscan path. Now, consider how this applies when you face moments of anxiety or stress. Instead of succumbing to the pressure, take a moment to pause, to breathe, and to connect with your inner self. Remind yourself of your inherent worth, of your connection to God, and of the simple blessings that surround you. Practice gratitude, focusing on the things you have rather than the things you lack. Reach out to someone in need, offering a helping hand or a listening ear. By shifting your focus from your own problems to the needs of others, you can gain a new perspective and find a sense of purpose that transcends your own anxieties. By actively cultivating these virtues, we can all move closer to the inner peace that St. Francis so beautifully exemplified. Reflecting on this journey so far, we begin to perceive a singular, resonant harmony arising from seemingly disparate notes. It's akin to watching individual tributaries coalesce into a river, each stream contributing its unique character, its particular sediment, yet all flowing inexorably toward a shared destination. The essence of inner tranquility, it seems, isn't a static attainment but a dynamic calibration, a constant retuning of our internal instruments to resonate with a higher frequency. It speaks less of a destination reached and more of a compass guiding us, its needle unwavering amidst the magnetic pulls of the temporal world. The undercurrent that binds these explorations is the realization that the sought-after serenity isn't something externally conferred but internally cultivated. Like a pearl formed within the oyster, it arises from the patient layering of resilience, acceptance, and unwavering faith around the irritants of daily existence. It's the capacity to transform the grit of adversity into something beautiful and enduring, a testament to the alchemical power of the human spirit when grounded in divine connection. The external world, with its incessant clamoring, remains unchanged, yet our internal landscape shifts, allowing us to navigate its complexities with grace and equanimity. Drawing these strands together, we see a convergence toward a fundamental reorientation of perspective. It's about shifting from a lens that magnifies our anxieties and inadequacies to one that illuminates the inherent goodness and potential within ourselves and the world around us. It requires a conscious effort to dismantle the self-constructed prisons of our minds, the limiting beliefs and ingrained patterns that prevent us from experiencing the fullness of joy and peace. This liberation, however, is not a passive endeavor. It demands active participation, a willingness to challenge our assumptions, to embrace vulnerability, and to step boldly into the unknown, trusting that we are held by a force greater than ourselves. In light of these insights, the path forward becomes clearer, not as a clearly defined roadmap but as a gentle unfolding of possibilities. It's an invitation to embrace the present moment, to savor the small joys, and to find meaning in the mundane. It's a call to cultivate mindful awareness, to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, and to release the grip of attachment to outcomes. It's akin to tending a garden. Constant weeding, watering, and nurturing are required, but the blossoming is a gradual, organic process, unfolding in its own time, revealing its unique beauty. As we pivot towards the final reflection, it's important to acknowledge that this pursuit of inner peace is not a solitary journey. We are all interconnected, woven into the fabric of humanity, and our individual efforts contribute to the collective well-being. By cultivating peace within ourselves, we radiate peace outwards, creating a ripple effect that touches the lives of others. It's a subtle but powerful act of defiance against the forces of negativity and division, a testament to the transformative power of love and compassion. The final takeaway, then, is not merely about personal solace, but about embracing our role as agents of peace in a world desperately yearning for healing. The quiet revolution, then, isn't fought on battlefields or in the halls of power, but within the very chambers of our hearts. It's the daily, often unseen, struggle to choose grace over grievance, understanding over judgment, and love over fear. This isn't about achieving some idealized state of perpetual bliss, but rather about cultivating a resilient spirit, one that can weather the inevitable storms of life without losing its essential mooring. It's about learning to dance in the rain, to find moments of light even amidst the darkest shadows, and to trust that even in the face of apparent chaos, there is an underlying order, a divine choreography guiding our steps. This journey inward, this cultivation of inner peace, isn't a retreat from the world, but rather a preparation for engaging with it more fully, more authentically, and more compassionately. When we are grounded in our own inner stillness, we become less reactive to the external pressures and more responsive to the needs of others. We are able to offer a steady presence, a listening ear, and a helping hand, not from a place of obligation or self-sacrifice, but from a genuine desire to alleviate suffering and to promote well-being. This is the true essence of service, the outward manifestation of an inward transformation. Consider the image of a tree, its roots reaching deep into the earth, drawing sustenance from the hidden depths. The branches may sway in the wind, the leaves may rustle and fall, but the tree itself remains firmly rooted, drawing strength from its connection to the source of life. In the same way, when we cultivate inner peace, we establish a deep connection to our own inner source of strength, a wellspring of resilience that allows us to weather the storms of life without being uprooted. We become like trees planted by streams of water, bearing fruit in due season, our leaves never withering. Ultimately, the pursuit of inner peace is not a destination to be reached, but a path to be walked, a lifelong journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. It's about embracing the present moment, with all its imperfections and uncertainties, and trusting that we are exactly where we need to be, learning the lessons we need to learn, and becoming the people we are meant to become. It's about surrendering to the flow of life, releasing the need for control, and trusting that we are held by a force greater than ourselves. The true practice begins now, not in some distant future when all our problems are solved and all our desires are fulfilled, but in this very moment, in the midst of our everyday lives. It's about choosing to respond to each challenge with grace, compassion, and unwavering faith, knowing that we are not alone, that we are supported by a loving presence that surrounds us always. It's about becoming beacons of peace in a world that is desperately yearning for healing, radiating light and hope to all those we encounter, and trusting that our efforts, however small they may seem, will contribute to the creation of a more just and compassionate world for all.